Alright, so today I have a really cool card trick to show you, and I know I say that for just about every video because they're all really good, but this one is going to be a little bit better, I think. So you start this off by getting the 4 kings out of the deck. Hopefully I didn't miss one. There's 1, 2, 3, and the 4th king is going to be right here. So these are the only cards we are going to need, except for we need 12 more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 cards here. We have 4 kings. These are going to be the 4 kings we use, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 cards, 4 kings. What we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, and you'll see what we'll do in a second. We have the 4 kings laid out, and then we are going to take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is how you start off the trick, and this is what's going to happen. So we take each king, put that at the bottom of the pile. You guys can see the king. I'm going to go ahead, switch the king through my hands, and hopefully one of the kings should have disappeared from that deck. We go ahead, we take this second pack. You guys can see the king. I go ahead and flip the cards around. This king has now disappeared. We take the last king, or actually the 3rd king. Take this card, you guys can see it's going to go ahead and disappear from that packet, and just over here in the 3rd pile I'm going to go ahead, square these up, snap my fingers, and just like this, hopefully we should have 1 king, 2 king, 3 king, 4 kings, just like this. This is the trick, guys, and if you want to do it, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so you probably saw the trick had a really powerful effect at the end, and throughout the trick you guys can see that the kings clearly, like disappear without any, what looks like without any moves. So the trick is you have to have some double stick tape, or you got to make a few gimmicks. I'm going to say that right before I even start teaching the trick, so all of you guys can click away now. But for those of you who actually want to learn how to do this, this is a really, it's kind of simple, but if you have these gimmicks ready, then it's a good performance. So the first thing is you take out what you're going to do is take out 3 kings from a random pack, and you're going to have to make 3 gimmick cards. So forget about the regular kings for now, but you take these cards. I took the king of hearts, the king of spades, and the king of clubs. And now what I did was I ended up taking just from a separate pack because I have extra decks laying around. So I just went ahead and put double stick tape on the card and put it with 3 random cards like this. So these are completely random. They're not face cards, they're just value, just number cards. And basically you're gonna make double backed cards with 3 kings and just random cards like that. So this is how the rest of it is going to work. So you're gonna go ahead and stick the cards in this order. So let's say you've made your gimmick. You're going to have the king of hearts on top and then the 2 black ones. And I left out one of the kings specifically, and I'll show you guys why in a second. So you have the cards like this. The king of hearts is going to be on top. You flip that over, so now the king of hearts should be on the bottom, and that is going to be on the bottom of the deck, and that is basically your setup from here. And you're going to take the regular 4 kings, and you're going to layer these out throughout the deck, but you're going to put the king of diamonds in last. So you'll see king of spades, king of clubs, king of hearts, and the king of diamonds, because you're going to want this on top. You'll see in a second. So I go ahead and square these up. Now you can go up to your spectators and tell them that you are going to, all you need for this is the 4 kings, and you casually go through. And the reason the reason you want to layer the kings throughout the deck is only so the spectators think you really are only using 4 regular cards. This way they don't think they're obviously gimmicked in any way. So these are 4 cards. You can hand these out to the spectators, but you're just going to want to keep the king of diamonds on top. So from here, the kings are on the table or in the spectators' hands, whatever, and you tell them you're going to need 12 cards. So you go ahead, you take off 12 cards, this being the double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what you've done is reverse the order. So you go ahead and you reverse it one more time. But you're going to put the cards into biddle grip with your thumb at the bottom and your middle at the top. You're going to recount the cards so you can reverse it. And once you get to 9, here's what you're going to do. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And once you've pulled off the 9th card, these are going to be the kings. So you'll hold a break. You say 7. So this is 10, 11, 12. And now I have a break with these kings with the king of hearts on the bottom. You have the break here. You casually take the kings back and you say, look, so I'm going to take these kings, and you flip these over very casually, all on top of the break. You flip this entire break over, and then you can lay down the 4 kings. So you do that really casually as you're talking to the spectators. This is going to be a double. This is going to be a double. And then when you get to the 4th and final king, just like this, you're going to flip the deck over. And this might be a little suspicious, but it kind of makes sense in a way, I guess, because once you flip over the king, you flip over the last king, which is this king of diamonds, and that is why you leave the king of diamonds on top when you originally put the cards on top of the deck, or this little packet. So you don't want to flash this 5th king. So this is face down, and the reason I said it kind of makes sense is because now you're going to go ahead and deal 3 cards down from the top on each packet. So the deck is now flipped over. There's 3 cards on each pile, and this is going to be the last kings over here. 1, 2, 3. So I've seen the trick done a couple different ways. Sometimes people will take this packet and put this king in the 3rd position and then do an Elmsley count, hiding this king. So looks the king's gone now, and then the king's gonna be back on the bottom. But I don't really like that. I kind of do. I put this king on the bottom here like this, and I show the spectators clearly the king's at the bottom, and all I did was just pull down the cards and push them back up. And all I did here was when the king's on the bottom, I simply flipped my left hand over and I pushed the cards down like this, and I covered it up so they didn't see that card. So I have the cards here. I come over with my right hand, pivot that with my middle around my fingers, and I bring the cards and I flash them. And you can go like this too to show these are all, you know, 1 card, or single cards. You can lay these out and then do the same exact thing with the next card. So you pick up this, the spectator clearly sees the king is there. You cover it up. You just pivot the cards around, and you're going to see the king is gone from here. You do the same exact thing, last thing with this king. You go ahead and you flip these around, and then you get to the last and final king. And this is where you have a little wiggle room to do whatever you want. You can either snap. Once these are all together, you can snap and do the same exact thing, the same motion. But then this card's going to be face down, so there's different things you can do with this. This is all up to you guys, but essentially, whatever you want to do, you can say, okay, so all the kings are gone, you snap your fingers, but I still moved them over here. So you can do something like that, whatever you guys want to do. But this is a trick. Like I said, I know it's gimmicked, so I know a lot of you guys might not like that, but like I said, the ending, or throughout the trick, there's a lot of powerful stuff. So if you guys like videos like this, go ahead and subscribe if you're new. And if you've already subscribed, thank you guys for watching. We should be alone, turning magic glitter snaps. Cause the left ain't stopping with the godless popping. Oh, the Hillary Coffin, she's a literal